So this time I would like to share you about my 4-day wildlife and birding experience at Samkos Mountain. Samkos Mountain is the second tallest peak in Cambodia, also located on the Cardamom Mountain range in the Posat province. Well, because this time is my birding and wildlife adventure to the second tallest peak of Cambodia, we call Samkos Mountain. In this video, I would like to share you in two different things. One thing about the trekking experience, and one thing about wildlife and birding experience. So refer to the trekking experience because this mountain is very similar to Aural mountain. It includes the habitat or altitude. So the trekking experience we define or we divide in three different things to do, like 3 different days to do. The first day we start hiking from the foothill to the first camp, and second day we hike from first camp to the second camp, and on the last day we do from the second camp to the summit. So on our first day we get on the local hand tractor, drive from the village to the foothill. It's around 3 or 4 kilometers, and after that we start our hike. So when we hike from the foothill to the camp 1, that for the distance is around 9 kilometers, or can be less or around the 9 kilometers. So at the first side we hike through a field, like a farmland or field that is more hot, make sure our drinking water, or we need to wear the sun hat and put your sunscreen as well, because more heat, like more hot on that field. And after that we hike into the primary forest that is more not so hot over there. And along the way we can spot a lot of birds, like gray-eyed bulbul, mountain bulbul, and for me I also saw the black-backed kingfisher, and I also saw the Silver-breasted Broadbill, yes, along the way. And then when we reach to the camp 1, we set up our camping site. That on the first day we decide to stay on the hammock, and after we set up the hammock, and our local guide prepare the food. So for me, I have time to spot more birds around that camping site. That at the first I saw the new species for me is a frog. I will show you in the picture in this video. The frog is a very camouflage frog, green and gray, and they live on the tree. That I feel is like a very new species for me, the frog. And then I heard also the bird calling around there. It's because we have one bird nest around there. We call white-browed skimitar warbler. So I don't take that video or picture from that bird because I don't want to disturb the nest, because they have their age 3 eggs in the nest. So after we rest, and then the dinner, the food is ready for dinner, and then we wait a little bit at night time, like maybe around 30 minutes after dinner, that we heard more bird call at night. The special thing or very interesting for me is mountain scarp owl. So very lucky for me as well, because like this time I also go with like expert team or professional team that they know very well how to spot the bird. So at night time we heard the mountain scarp owl, and then we decide to make a short play to call that bird, like to call the bird just a few minutes, not for long, and then a mountain scarp owl is coming. So at the first we saw 3 of them. They are coming close to us, and we take a video the picture. So you will see as well here. And after that we enjoy our night at camp 1. And prepare something for our next day trek to the Camp 2 or the summit. And for the second day, we trek. We still continue with our trek. So we hike from Camp 1 to Camp 2, but it's not long distance like on the first day. It's just around 3.5 kilometers or less than 4 kilometers. But on this second day or on this day, the trek is a more challenge. It means we hiking through the jungle trail. The trail is an untouched area. Very less people go there. It's a lot of trees or a lot of trees branch fall down. Some part we need to walk very low level. Some part we need to jump off a big tree, something like that. But it is the trekking experience in the jungle is like that. And two things that I noticed is about the leech. The leech over there that make me very scared, very afraid because even when I go there in the dry season, begin also April is a very dry in Cambodia, but the leech over there, oh, so many leech that I think if we come during the wet season or raining season, maybe look like the red ant or black ants come to us. I think the leech like that. And the second thing is about the steep, because the steep that we hike is more slippery, and the steep as well. We also hike to the cliff or the mountain that a bit dangerous or very big challenge or more dangerous as well over there. So to make sure when we go up there, you need to prepare very proper hiking equipment like hiking shoe is a very good quality, also good quality for the hiking shoe or hiking boots. You need to wear the good hiking pants and also put more like repellent, like mosquito repellent or insect repellent. And also when you go up or down, you need to be careful with your step as well, because the stick and the tree branch is sometimes is very low, sometimes it's very very close to our eye. So this is a very look like a very challenging or dangerous part for me as well. We understand. I understand as well, because like the local people or local porter that they do the trek over there, they use not like proper equipment. They walk with flip flop. That's a surprise for me as well. But because they are used to walk in the forest, or they had a lot of experience better than me or better than us in the living in the city. So that's why we need to prepare more proper equipment for the trek. For the interesting about wildlife or birding experience between Camp 1 to Camp 2 is more interesting as well, because along the way I heard a lot of blue peter calling, and then one of the interesting bird we call Cambodian laughing thrush. The Cambodian laughing thrush is one of the endemic species into Cambodia, and we saw them around 5 or more than 5 of the laughing thrush. They call very well in the forest. Even we can see them, but the picture or video is not it's not easy to get a good picture or good video from that bird. And other thing that make me interesting as well, because we saw a lot of footprint of elephant, and then we heard elephant call very close to us during the trek, maybe around 1 kilometer or less than 1 kilometer from our trail. It's because the call is very close. And then we reach to the place like the elephant place, look like a pond or stream. That over there a lot of more elephant footprint, but we don't stay for long over there. We need to keep continue to the Camp 2. And then when we climb up from the steep part from the cliff, we will reach to the stone, like the big rock area, like a lot of rock, look like a rocky mountain, but it's a lot of rock over there, a lot of stone. So over there also more dangerous as well, because the rock is a bit slippery. So when we jump up or when we step up from one step to other step, we need to make sure it's balanced enough or very good equipment like hiking boot or hiking pole, something like that. And for me, because I have a camera or hiking bag is my hiking bag also a bit heavy as well, so it's really difficult for me as well, but it's okay. It's still fun. It's still enjoy with the trekking experience and also the wildlife experience over there. So when we reach to the Camp 2, we have time to set up the tent or hammock. And at Camp 2, we have like the water for cooking, for drinking as well. So we boil that water for the coffee and drinking, and then we cook our food. So very happy as well because our local guide or porter, they have a lot of skill, like a good skill to prepare the food for us, that we spend time a lot for the birding or nature, and for them they prepare the food for us. And then I have time to spot more bird around there, around the Camp 2, like we call white-throated fantail is my life as well. We call chestnut ground warbler. I also saw the long-tailed broadbill, and I also saw we call lesser cupping. I think it's a lesser cupping. Okay, yeah, it's a lesser cupping or pygmy cupping. Maybe I will give the correction in the description. And then we can just hike up a little bit to the viewpoint. So at the viewpoint, you can see more like the whole view of the forest of the mountain range. And then at the viewpoint, what I heard from the expert or local guide is that also a good spot for more birds over there, because like the daytime we can see like mountain bulbul, we can see blue-winged minla, and then great hornbill flying in front of us as well along from the viewpoint. And after dinner, we heard other bird call as well at night time. So we decide to go again back to the viewpoint area, and then we make a little bit call to call the brown wood owl. So after we play just around 1 minute or less than 1 minute, one of the brown wood owl is coming. Yeah, very happy for us, very lucky for us as well. So this is my first time to see brown wood owl. So I have plenty of picture and plenty of video from that owl as well. And then we back to our Camp 2 for another 4 more night for 1 more night stay in the tent or hammock. For our third day is not long distance, but this day is we spend more time with birding. Yeah. So after we finish our breakfast and coffee, we hike from the Camp 1 to the summit. Actually, the distance not far, or the time that we do, like the duration maybe around 1.5 hours only. But for us, because we spend for the wildlife, spend for the bird, for me, like back and forth around 5 or 6 hours. So along the way, I spot another new lifer for me. Is we call it chestnut-head partridge. And then I see very well about the Tessia. And then when we go up to the summit, I saw a few more of some mountain tailbird. And then very interesting for me as well that I can see the black-throated parrotbill. This is my first time that I can see them, because previous time I heard they call, not see like that, because they come very not close to me at the time. But so this time I can see very well. Unfortunately, that I don't have the picture because my camera is not focused because very close to me. Maybe I need to improve my skill a little bit more about my camera. And then we decide go back to the Camp 2 and spend more time around the Camp 2 to spot more birds over there, like long-tailed broadbill, white eyes, white-throated fantail, lesser cupping, or other bird like that. After that, we have another night to stay over there. And for our last day, for the day 4, we hiking back to the Camp 1. And then we decide to stay 1 more night over there to set up our tent or hammock near the stream, that we can spot more birds like Silver-breasted Broadbill. We saw their nest as well, so I have a video that their parents find the food to feed their baby in the nest. So after we stay one night over there, and then on our last day, we hike back to the village. And along the way, some of our team they also found three sun bear. So they said one of their mother and then two their baby also sun bear. This is my second time for the sun bear, but I hopefully next trip I will see them again. So conclude with this trip, we define two. One is a trekking experience, one is a wildlife and birding experience. So for the trekking, we define 3-day trek, and for the birding and wildlife, we separate between bird, insects, butterfly, and also the mammal. So for the bird, in our team, we list in eBird checklist. It's more than 100 species that we found during the trip. Maybe around 130 or 40 species during the trip. And for the mammal that we saw, because we also do the night trek. Like for me, I see at night I saw the palm civet cat. There's two of them, and then other mammal we saw is a sun bear. There's three of them as well. Okay, thank you very much for your watching this video, and hopefully you enjoy the view. And then please feel free put your comment or idea what you want to see about wildlife or nature in Cambodia for our next trip. And hopefully you enjoy, and then hopefully you subscribe my channel as well. It's hard to motivate me to make another video about nature, about wildlife, about birds, about adventure experience in Cambodia. Thank you very much.